Parashat Lech Lecha begins with a famous command to Avraham Avinu, Lech Lecha me'artzecha u'mimolodetcha. There are two questions that stand out. First one is that you have this remarkable beginning of Avraham Avinu and the Jewish people, and there is no mention in the Pshat of the Pasuk until this point as to why did Avraham merit such a thing? What was unique about Avraham that allowed him to merit this command of go forth? Number one. Number two, you have this command, Lech Lecha, go, for you, which Rashi says is lahanatcha uletovatcha, for your own good, which on the face of it seems to be a little bit of an oxymoron. Lech is an external command, Lecha is for you. How do those two reconcile? To understand this, I think we need to understand what exactly Lech means. What does it mean to go? And to go can mean a lot of different things. To go could mean to go with someone. To go can mean a particular direction. To go can mean alongside someone. To go could mean rudderless. And in fact, these usages all appear in the beginning of Sefer Bereshit. The first time it appears is when it talks about an inanimate object, which is the Nahar Chidekel, and it says, B'shem HaNahar HaShlishi Chidekel, Hu HaUlech Kidmat Ashur. It's an inanimate object that is going in a particular direction. Later on, Lech also, Halicha also appears with a Nachash, where it says, Al Gechono Yelech, that he should be sliding and slithering on his stomach, but in a rudderless fashion, not in any particular direction. We also see later on that it says, Vayitalech Chanoch et haElokim, that Chanoch went alongside God in a spiritual way, and similarly we see it later on with Noach. And then further on in the Mabul, you have the concept of the Mayim is haloch v'shov. It goes back and forth in a rudderless way. But this is the first time, or perhaps in the previous pasuk with Terach, Lalechet le'eretz Canaan, that we have a person who is going in a particular direction of his own. And in fact it says here, El ha'aretz asher ar'eka, which means that it was not completely evident to where he was going, even though it's clear the halicha was to a direction. All that was clear was the final goal. V'agadla shemecha, I will make great your name, v'heyeh bracha, and you shall be a blessing. So, what is unique about this? And why is this special to Avraham? And in fact, if we see the earlier stories in Bereshit, we see stories where God gives a command to Adam when he puts him in Adam and Chava in Gan Eden, la'ovda l'shomra, but it's a command to maintain. It's not to move forward anyway, but to keep things the same. When he throws Adam and Chava out of Gan Eden, there is no clear direction what he should do, just a curse as to what he cannot do. We see with Cain v'Hevel also. There is no clear command of a direction. And when it comes to Noach as well, there is a covenant that is formed, but no clear command as to a direction. This, the 20th generation since the creation of the world, 10 generations since Noach, 20 generations since Noach, after 10 generations after Noach, this is the first time where man is commanded to take autonomy and find some kind of direction, some spiritual journey. And what is that journey? The journey is a journey which later on God says, V'yada'ativ leman yelech b'tzedek u'mishpat, that God went ahead and told Avram about what's happening in Sodom and Gomorrah, because he knows he's going to teach his children and his household to go in righteousness and in justice. And so we see the direction that Avram would ultimately have to go in is a direction of righteousness and justice. I would like to suggest that what is unique about the command of Lech Lecha is not only Avraham's merit, which the Torah has decided to be silent about in the Pshat, but what is unique about this command is it's a very different command. Instead of just maintaining things, instead of just leaving things the way they are, what's happening over here, that God is giving man autonomy to choose a spiritual direction or a journey which can lead to rewards of blessings and of making a great name. And that is what is unique over here. And Avraham indeed embarks on this journey to go ahead and do that and make that tzedek umishpat his own, lecha. In other words, it's both autonomous and therefore he has ownership over it. And that is why it is lahanatcha utovatcha. We can further see that if you look at the concept of bracha, this is the first time man is given a bracha in an open way, that he can go ahead and bless others in an open way. And that is part of the uniqueness of this experiment, where Avraham, as a model for us, is a model for us to embark on a spiritual journey which will lead us to make God's great, where we will make a great nation and we will bring blessing to the world.